What's up, everyone? I know that you've been waiting for this video. What are you going to learn here today in this short video is how to use a necessity frame to pre-handle the wife objection. I've did it in March. Sorry for the late post with this video. Hopefully you can see of how it looks like in the real action and you can learn it and implement in your sales process. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's try to learn from this call here today.
Need to work on it, definitely, right? Yeah. So
I need more of a down payment than credit.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
at least like 100, right, on your hands.
For sure.
So what's aside of the house? You said like travel. Do you have a family?
I do. I have a wife and a daughter. I have a 4-year-old daughter.
Oh,
I want to start investing in the, future,
yeah. What is your wife thinking, brother, about you potentially committing to the mastery so you can bring the money on the table? Is she supportive, or we're on a secret mission here?
Yeah, secret mission. I just don't, for her, it's, I'll have to bring it to her and talk to her about it, obviously.
So when I said like committing to the mastery, that's something that I did before in a call, like by using the identity frames where he already framed him in. Now I'm trying to understand on what is the weight on his decision-making process with his partner.
Because I'm going to be spending money, or I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you started the call with the wife, right? You know how they are. They want to,
So the reason that he's referring back to it, it's the way of how I start every single conversation with the man at the very beginning of the call, just to see if they have a partner. And that gives me indication of whether I will need to actually pre-handle it on the go.
I mean, it just depends on what this costs. I don't know what the cost is for something like this.
Yeah. How much she allows you to spend yourself without asking her for permission?
$0.
What?
So this was not what I meant to do. Don't ask this question, remove it. You don't need to ask how much money the potential client could spend without asking for a wife. That's the old rebuttal that a little bit messed with me. So just remove this part and move forward. I'm going to tell you where you start.
Well, the question is, what can I ask for forgiveness for? And then what can I get into real trouble with? I mean, here's
Tell
the
me
deal.
what it is.
No, I mean, honestly, I should discuss everything with her before I spend the money.
So here I understood I was cooked. So that's the rebuttal that you need to go into.
It's like,
Let me share your perspective. So you said you're in Arizona, right?
yeah,
Let's say it's like
Painting the picture now.
a midsummer, right? And air conditioning freaking goes out. You're freaking sweating to death. And you see your baby suffering as well. He's gonna call her and say, "Hey, honey, can I fix the air conditioning for a couple of $1,000s? Can I do it or not? Or are you just gonna take and do it?"
Putting the focus back on him with the question.
oh yeah, no, for sure,
And why are you gonna do it? Because it's what?
because it's necessary.
Exactly. So
So reframe him.
now help me understand your skill set that feeds the family, in what realm it is.
Yeah, it's very necessary.
So maybe it wasn't the best question, but what I was trying to ask him is whether him acquiring the right skill set so he can provide for his family is it a necessity? And eventually what he said, it was a yes. And further down the road, we never got back to the conversation about the wife anymore. So let me know if you're going to write it word for word, if you're going to use it for your sales conversation on how it's going to actually work. And drop in the comments, I don't know, did it work for you or not? Or what would you want to review further down the road? That's it for today. Bye-bye.